Welcome back to another episode of Private Parts with me, Tom Lucy.
And me, Liv Bentley. This is the podcast where nothing is off limits. Each week, we will reveal the most intimate and sordid details of our lives from our diaries.
And we have a very special end of year episode, New Year's Eve.
A New Year's Eve party.
New Year's Eve party. We've brought some very exciting guests with us who are both
very big guests.
Sat looking terrified. Well, one of them looks terrified. Should we introduce them one by one? Do you want to go first,
One
Liv?
by one.
Sam Prince.
Sam Prince.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
Made in Chelsea icon. Star icon.
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 Yeah.
And I have brought with me fitness icon, my muse.
Your biggest friend.
The biggest friend I have. Shaun Stafford. Here we go.
What a little treat.
We've never had this many people in the room before.
It's great.
It's good.
It's great to be back.
Yes, Shaun's been on before. Sam,
I've never been on this podcast.
welcome,
Never.
Sam.
No.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Shaun and I
Very
actually.
cozy in here.
Is it how you expected it to be?
It's very cozy. I like it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Is that like a state agent chat where it's a bit pokey?
Cozy.
It's a bit pokey, and
No.
it was better than you thought it would be.
Cozy could be sort of interpreted as an insult.
But you two met
couldn't
on
it?
this podcast, didn't you?
We did.
We met in this very room on this podcast 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, this is where it began.
Quite sweet with Jamie.
Yeah, when Jamie used to host it, we met. And,
We've had an upgrade on the blonde co-presenter.
We've got a new blonde presenter
More
now.
bleached.
Yeah, it was in this very room. And come on, let's get that open.
Let's get-
Sam's
Do you meet all
gonna.
your friends on the podcast?
I've met all of my friends on this podcast.
pretty much.
I've met
You were a lonely guy before.
Sean
Private Parts.
and Liv, and now you.
And we can be friends now, yeah, cool.
We're now friends.
Yeah, sweet.
That's how this works.
No, no.
Your friend number 3 in his
Nice.
phone.
So I think what we're gonna get that sound on the.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Delightful.
Nice.
Come on, here we go.
I think the idea today is we are gonna have a bit of a sort of end of year roundup. We're gonna run through some of the biggest
Thank you.
moments of the
I'm
year.
going to be honest, I'm hanging out my arse, by the way, so
Liv.
hair of the dog.
Liv, what were you doing last night?
I was selling my vibrator. Actually, my parents were
Just
selling my
on the
vibrator.
street?
On
Thank
the street
you.
to people. I had the launch for my Mojo,
The launch
which you
of-
were all invited to and no one fucking showed up.
Yeah,
so
I
thanks
didn't- I couldn't
everyone, that
make
was
it.
great.
I was at the market selling plants.
That is true.
I could have done with it, though.
I know, I should have brought it. You know what?
Sean was
it
actually
doubles up
disappointed.
as a back massager, by the way. One of those nice, what are those guns called? Ferro guns?
Oh, like
Yeah,
a
Farragut.
Gym
yeah,
gun.
yeah.
Gym
You can use
gun.
the vibrator for that.
Do you have your vibrator with you?
Unfortunately, it didn't fit in my handbag. They're quite
How big is
they're
it?
pretty large.
Really?
Yeah.
Sean was quite disappointed. He was hoping you were going to bring a little goodie bag
I
of.
thought it was Secret Santa style.
Yeah.
I was hoping Mrs.
I
S would
should
get a
have done.
stocking filler.
I
Yeah, I
actually
know.
was with your
Wanted.
ex-boyfriend last night.
Great.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
How? You were with who? Liv's ex-boyfriend?
They were. Sam has a business with my ex-boyfriend.
Oh, great.
They sell plants together.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
What kind of plants?
Houseplants. Like these.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's what I do day to day with her ex-boyfriend.
Okay, we don't need to keep referencing it. Yeah. We gathered.
Yeah. It's
Interesting.
been really awkward over the years because sometimes I've been close to Liv, sometimes close to Tristan. It's been a little bit funny.
Yeah, you
but
pick a side sometimes, don't you?
Yeah, it's
But him
always
and I
a
are friends
side.
now, so it's all good.
He says lovely things about you
That is a surprise.
for once.
Interesting. Have you bought any of their house plants?
I have, and you know what? My mother's a big fan. My mum's really sweet. She
Of
sends
Tristan
them
or of the house
No,
plants?
but her mother
of the
doesn't.
houseplants,
She doesn't order them. She calls us up and she said, "I want
She
this,
doesn't.
this, and this."
and then she sends them as thank you gifts to
Yeah.
people. Quite sweet.
Adorable.
I think she actually is your biggest buyer.
She is my biggest buyer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sean, are you a house plant guy?
I do like a houseplant. I just struggle to keep them alive.
That's the
Yeah.
best. Yeah,
Yeah.
the most common question we have.
How to
What?
keep them alive?
Yeah, everyone always
water
says
them.
that. But it's also yeah.
Go on,
that's-
tell us. Tell
No,
us about your
that's
what-
plants.
good.
That's what everyone says. They can't look after houseplants, but there are houseplants that just don't need much care.
Which like cactuses?
Cactus is pretty easy.
They don't need any water,
They're
do
pretty
they?
no
A money
water.
tree? What's the one I?
Money trees pretty easy to look after. They can live in like dark spaces. Snake
'Cause-
plants pretty easy to look after.
When Tristan and I lived together, we had loads in the
that's good to
house. They're all dead now.
A lot of dark spaces.
A
in
lot
the
of dark
house.
Yeah.
spaces.
Whole house is pretty dark then.
It's a very dark energy.
What a
in that
It was
dark-
a very
a
dark
lot of dark
energy.
Yeah. Can plants pick up on negative energy?
Yeah, they sort of wilt.
Yeah, they sort
Yeah.
of flop. Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
Do you recommend that couples get plants before they want to have children to see if they can look after a
They're
plant?
not that high maintenance, no.
No.
No. Maybe a dog.
Everyone says a dog, but I actually think dogs are probably harder than kids.
You reckon?
Because
Yeah,
they
'cause-
never grow up.
No, and they also shit everywhere and just don't warn you. Whereas a child, it's sort of caught, isn't
My
it?
dog did a shit in
Well,
your
I
house.
was going to say, talking is the only guy that has all three. I can tell you
Is
that...
this like hanging out with children?
Yeah, this is, I was like, well, from experience, houseplants are the hardest.
Really?
Dogs are the second hardest. Kids are the
How many kids do you
easiest.
have?
2.
Blimey.
Yeah.
What is that
that?
like?
Feral little beasts.
Yeah.
Have you got boys or girls?
2 boys.
Can I ask you a
Sweet.
question? How do you manage to stay in good shape, also have kids and houseplants? Is that hard?
The houseplants are the real struggle, if I'm honest.
Really?
It's just about factoring it into your day, right, and being organised.
Because I can just about look after myself.
Yeah.
Well, you
Just about.
and you're at home living with
But
your
surely
mum.
you have some house plants, don't you?
I have lots of thousands, actually.
Yeah. So you got to look after yourself and the house plants. You're doing two
Doing
of
a great
3
job.
that
You're
Doing a
Sean's
really
doing.
good job.
doing a
Yeah.
great
I
job.
got here pretty much on time today, which is good.
Yeah.
Dressed.
Sean's
and-
children are incredible. They are 2 of the most. I was saying to you, Sam, before. How old is your son? 3.5.
Yeah.
He is the most intimidating 3.5-year-old.
Yeah.
In the best way, he's like
Is he as big as Sean?
he's massive. Yeah. He's 6'4". He plays basketball.
He
For
does, yeah.
no, he's just like it's just like a very cool 3.5-year-old.
He's got real Liam Gallagher energy.
Yeah.
What is your cool, though?
Michael.
Yeah.
It's whatever your son is, really. Because whenever I've met your son, I sort of like struggle to make eye contact with him. I've never wanted
But you are quite easily scared.
validation from a 3-year-old. I'm quite easily scared.
Yeah, easily
Of children.
intimidated.
I do find children quite scary. The thing that's scary about children is they will just say what they're thinking.
Zero filter.
Adults have a sort of...
I don't have that, you see.
Lack
You
of
don't have
filter.
that.
Lack of filter. That's why I think me and Chelsea's good for me.
You're perfect on that.
Just-
Okay.
Perfect candidate.
So you just would say what you were thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose you did describe this room as cozy when you came in. Yeah. How long have you 2 known each other?
I've known Olivia for 7 years. I met
Is
Olivia.
it?
Yeah.
7 years.
Is that when you came on the show?
Yeah, I was a 19-year-old boy.
Sam was sweet and innocent, and then we did a series in Ibiza, and it all changed.
And that was probably the most enlightening experience of my life.
Okay.
terrifying.
Mind-bending
It
experience.
was, it
of
was
your life.
honestly terrifying. I got so, I think, how do we say,
Fucked.
loose through the period of 6 weeks. That I was worried they weren't going to recognise me on my passport. At one point, I thought I was
your
fucking.
face had changed so
At
much.
one point, I thought I was fucking balding. I was like, I hit it so hard. 6 weeks.
I don't know how we did that though. I'm talking. We would go clubbing until like 6 a.m. and then roll into filming at 8.
But they
and
were-
get away with it. I mean, I look like shit.
There
But
were also other cast members who were way more advanced at going out than me.
Mitten.
I mean, he was. I've never seen anyone. I'm not
He's
gonna
like
get into-
Olympic level, isn't
He
he?
is next level.
He is incredible.
Yeah.
Like I thought I was like I had a few beers before I went to Ibiza.
Yeah.
Go to Ibiza and there's just a lot of beers and there's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff going on.
There's a lot
And
flying around.
A lot flying around. Yeah, and
It's
I got
that
caught
bit,
up in
it's,
that.
it's very impressive, that ability to have a night like that and then show up at 8 o'clock and
Yeah.
be completely fine.
And
also
like be
he'd
on
go
form.
back-
Yeah.
I couldn't do it now. There's no way.
There are some people who just have that innately, they can do that.
I think guys are better. Guys have better stamina than girls do.
I think there's guys and then there's Alex Mitton. And he has the ability to also not just have a few beers, but then look incredibly well the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's me crying, "Mom, Liv, where are you?" That was my.
We were talking the other day about sometimes you get like a sort of glow. There's a weird thing that happens when you're a bit hungover.
Oh yeah,
where
we
you
were
look a
talking about
bit.
this.
I actually love being hungover.
Do
Right.
you?
I think it puts you in a weird headspace. I think you just like
Everything's a bit funny, but you
everything's
just
bit
feel a
light.
bit.
And then you go for that other drink, and then it's.
Well, that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, nice.
Cheers.
Sean, you 2 have never met, right?
We've never met. I don't
You've
think.
never met. Although Sean is around a lot of the Made in Chelsea crew.
Few
Quite a lot
guys.
of them train at the gym, Sean's gym. Sean's gym is like the sort of
I know where
Made
it
in
is. One
Chelsea.
London.
No.
Because that's a hub for
Ooh.
gym.
One London.
I recently I went through a breakup 2 months ago.
Here we go. Let's get into it.
Let's unravel this now. No, and
Let's get into it.
I haven't for the last 2 years haven't trained. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I haven't trained. And then I got a PT 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
And I shit you not, it's changed my life.
There we go.
Really?
There we go.
There we
Honestly, I think it's honestly changed how I look at things. Just changed everything.
Your bank balance is lower.
I've suddenly got some
You're
coin.
broke. You're broke. Yeah.
No, because you spend less money going out because you don't want those beers. You don't want to do
That's
that.
true,
anymore.
yeah.
It's reallocation of funds.
Yes.
You're doing
Yeah.
the healthy
Investment.
breakup.
Allocation of
Yeah.
funds.
You're investing now
I'm
rather
investing in
than spending.
creatine. That's a hell of a little supplement I'm taking there. I love that.
Creatine.
Creatine.
Fuck is
What's
that?
creatine?
Here we go.
Wow. Oh wow.
What is it?
It's a sports nutrition supplement that basically gives your muscles a sense of energy.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you going to be on the roids next?
No.
Is it like a Ozempic? Is it similar to that?
Not like Ozempic.
Not Ozempic.
You know, we're going to talk. So the point of this is that we're going to go through some of the big things that have happened this year. Ozempic, that feels like a 2024 thing.
It's so
Was
in at the
that
moment.
been
No,
around
that,
for a
that
while?
was a, that was
No,
a
but it's
2023 thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but it's everywhere.
You know what's also so key is you can see people who have been taking it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because in their faces. That's
It's
what
like-
worried me.
Okay, so let's go through some of the big things that have happened this year. Well,
I feel like I'm watching the news.
let's start with Shaun. Shaun, has it been a good personal year for you, 2024?
Yeah,
been
I think
good?
so. I think it's been a good year.
You look well.
He does look well, doesn't he?
It's been a
He
good
does
year.
look well.
Sean
yeah.
is
Only one here not drinking.
Sean is
Yeah.
is my most rock solid friend. He's
He's
always
your bodyguard.
he's rock hard every time I see him.
He's rock hard. Say that again.
He's Sean is just always. I don't
That's
think
so sick.
I don't think he's ever in a bad mood, Sean.
Never in a bad mood.
No.
It's been a good year. We've had a major house renovation going on for the entire year, which has been super stressful, but that's now behind us. So I'm feeling very zen
Yeah.
about coming home and not having
Builders.
builders and dust and all that sort of rubbish. In the
Coming
house.
home and just having men in your kitchen.
Correct.
Just living in the kitchen.
Well, they're still there, but they're there for different reasons now.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Mrs. S with her side business.
Yeah. I feel like I went through that house renovation with you because we spoke about it every week.
Yeah.
Were you one of the blokes?
I was working in the kitchen, yeah. I did some of the plastering.
Tom did the tiling.
That's the bit you've got to redo, actually,
Yeah,
isn't it?
correct.
Yeah, no, you've had a good... Sam, have you had a good year?
I've had
Other than the breakup?
I've had an interesting year. I think
Okay.
it's been God, it feels like it's January. I went through a breakup. I've been working on my brand a lot. But yeah, big
You weren't
breakup.
on Chelsea this year, were you?
I took 6 months out to
Okay.
focus on my relationship.
Sabbatical.
No, I took 6 months out to focus on my business. I basically had a business in 2020
Yeah.
and just haven't really been pushing it at all.
The tea.
No, the plants. And
Oh.
then I was about middle of this year, I was like, I'm going to do it full time. Moved into a new office and it's just been the best thing ever.
What month did the breakup happen?
2 months ago,
Oh, really? Quite recently?
quite recently.
Wow.
It was, I think it was for the best.
Yeah.
Yasmin, you've met Yasmin.
I'm familiar with her. Yeah, we worked together.
Sweetheart, best.
How long were you together? A year.
A year and a half, nearly 2 years. We spent every day with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it just wasn't. I think I've got a lot to do and she has a lot to do.
Mm.
And I think we're at that stage where we both need to be by ourselves
Mm-hmm.
and self-improvement.
Yeah, I think you need to be by yourself for a little bit.
Listen, I've been in a relationship for the last 4
Bounces
years.
around one to the next.
So for me, it's been this back end of the year has been amazing. Working
Yeah.
on myself, going to the gym, like just getting myself into a healthy routine has been honestly great.
That is
I've
the best way
needed it.
to post breakup was to do that.
I've needed it. I don't know what I've been doing.
So when we first started doing this with Liv, you were going through that. You were doing
Well, I was
like
coming
a
out of
full,
rehab.
full detox, weren't you?
I
You had like a
mean,
3-month detox.
I started the year in rehab, didn't I, really?
Yeah,
I came straight to
but-
private parts, started drinking again.
Yeah.
No, I did, but yeah, it was the best thing. Because I
Yeah.
also took a break from the show, worked on Jomo.
Come back now.
Yeah, come back to the show.
So you back on the show now?
I'm coming back in January.
Okay. So next year's going to be back
Oh yeah.
on the source again.
Not like I think for me, I just want to be. I'm not rushing to date anyone. If I meet someone amazing,
I
Yeah.
think you'll have a lot more fun on it.
but
being single.
I also do enjoy filming. I love. Filming
You are
with
very
Olivia.
good at it.
I love filming. Yeah.
What happened to you? You were going to come and film in here once, weren't you, during this year?
Oh, what, to get them to film us doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have done it. Well, if I go
Did
back
they
next
say
year,
no?
they would. No, I can't remember if I even asked them.
Tom is desperate to be on Made in
Tom's
Chelsea.
desperate. I'm
He is
surprised he's
desperate.
never had the call
Tommy,
up.
we'll have to take that hat off though.
I'll have to take it off.
He does look like a rapper. He's got his hat, headphones on. He's like, that's it.
I'm the only one wearing headphones.
Do you guys know who Jack Harlow is?
That's it. That is it.
It's
That's it.
literally Tom is
Yeah.
the Guildford Jack Harlow.
The Guildford Jack Harlow. That's all I've ever wanted. Okay, so you've had quite a sort of wellness year.
I've had amazing summer with my ex, and then coming back, it's been amazing. Yeah, it's been good.
Okay, and Liv, good year for you?
Yeah, it has been. We started this.
Yeah, we started
Met
doing
Rory.
this. Met Rory. Yeah. That's
Rory.
been big.
Rory's.
Rory. Don't shut up.
We met Rory's.
I met some Rorys. No, I met Rory. That was like probably the highlight of this year.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I haven't met him yet, and I can't wait.
I've not met him either.
Yeah, I know. Actually,
What does
no one
Rory do?
seems-
Do we know if he exists?
well, the whole thing's been a lie. What does he do? Property.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
No, you will not meet him. He's
Can't
very.
wait.
I did try and convince him to come today. He was like,
Well,
absolutely not.
do we have a surprise for
Is
you?
that
Don't know if we've got the right Rory, but
Yeah, we've got
Come on.
We've got a Rory.
So basically, pre this Rory, I was dating another Rory for about a week.
You've dated more than 2 people.
More, yeah. And he would go to their gym. He was at their gym.
Yeah, he was.
So I would come in here and find out more about Rory from Tom.
Yeah,
It was all
he
very
was
odd.
part of our crew, wasn't
yeah,
he?
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it has been a good year.
Yeah, it's been great. Okay, let's go through some of the things that have happened.
Tom, I know that you're kind of hosting this, but like, how's your 2024 been? What's been the highlight for you?
The highlight has been,
Moving in with Olivia.
yeah,
He moved in with you.
His girlfriend's called
we
Olivia.
live together.
I see.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I've been in a nice relationship all year.
How long?
It was about this time last year that it started. So it's been a year.
I already moved in.
It was
nice.
a year exactly, actually, because it was
In fact, yeah.
It was your. So this time last year, I had my staff Christmas party, and I bought like 40 tickets to Tom's show, and I took my entire staff to Tom's show, and they proceeded to heckle him
Yeah.
all night, which was so embarrassing.
Yeah, that
but
was
what was
fun.
even worse was Tom's girlfriend Olivia was pretty much sat with us.
Oh, no.
And
Yeah.
so she was looking, going, "Who are these? Who's this
Animals.
rabble that is descending?"
Yeah, I did a show almost exactly a year ago at the Bloomsbury Theatre, and there was on the balcony. I could just hear this sort of like it sounded like a fight. It was like 40 people just going crazy on the balcony, shouting stuff and like. And I didn't know what was going on, and then I sort of came off and asked someone, and they were like, "Oh, they were all one party." Who would come and they were just battered,
All Sean's mates.
battered on the
Are they all as
balcony.
big as Sean as well? That's so
Yeah,
scary.
Pretty much, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's pretty much
Terrifying.
40 of me just sat there. Yeah, from all walks of life.
Yeah, it was great
love
though.
that.
It was
But
great.
that was the night that you
That was the
made
date.
it official with Olivia as well,
I thought
wasn't
you were going
it?
to say something else.
Yeah,
That was like you, came out.
I did. That's also been this year. It's been a very transitional year. Yeah, that was a big night, wasn't it?
Huge
that
night.
was exactly a year ago. Also, Sean and I this year, which you actually came to, did the High Rocks
Rocks.
challenge.
And
Which
you
we-
slightly fucked it, but yeah.
I
Did you actually do the High Rocks?
No, but do you know what they actually did? They were doing double what everyone else was doing. So, and I was watching my friend's husband in it as well, and I kept thinking, why the fuck
watching
are
your
these two? They were like watching my friend's husband. Why'd you say make that sound weird? Anyway, these two just kept looping round and round and round.
Well, Sean, explain what High Rocks
Wait, did you
is,
do it
Sean.
together as a pair?
We did it as a pair together, yeah.
Big time, yeah.
Were you carrying this guy?
Not physically,
Sean
and
had a-
mentally, and sexually,
Sean
the whole
had
thing. yeah.
a rucksack on that I was in the back. Yeah.
Like one of those little doggy bag things. which
Yeah,
you get.
exactly, yeah.
So basically, you have to do, for any of you guys that don't know what High Rocks is, you have to do a kilometre and then an exercise, a kilometre, then an exercise. And in total, you have to do 8K and 8 stations. And so in the arena where we were doing it, it was
like
it was
Gladiator.
three laps for the first one and then 2 laps for everyone after that. But Tom and I didn't get the memo that after the first lap it reduced to 2. So we basically did an extra lap
Yeah.
for 7 of the
Yeah.
8 kilometers. So we ended
So
up doing.
in a way, we did more than we did like an ultra High Rocks.
We're the first official ultra High Rocks athletes.
Yeah.
But we got to the end of it and I was like,
Well, we'd been training for months and we'd doing practice ones. And at the end of it, I was like, that felt harder than...
Yeah.
That felt a lot harder.
yeah.
I was like, is it just me or did that feel a lot harder?
And I was like, and also we're really fucking
And at,
slow.
and at
I was
every
like-
station, I was like waiting to see them, and they just weren't coming. And like everyone had cleared them all, and then eventually they showed up.
Yeah.
So we ended up running 12K instead of 8K,
Yeah.
which was...
I think anything over 10k is just painful.
Even
but
that's a
imagine
lot.
doing 12K and then having to do all the exercises in the middle.
And
And like,
some of these people, by the way, are hardcore. It's like a cult.
And
It is
High
a little
Rocks.
bit, yeah.
It's like a cult.
a little bit.
They're
In a good way.
really
Like that.
hardcore.
Nice.
In a good way.
And I wasn't
right
even
side
sure
of
that
Colin.
Liv was coming to watch. And then about halfway through, I heard you shouting my name out from the side.
Hammered.
Top, yeah. Smoking.
Asking my...
Excuse me, young lady, you can't smoke in here.
Blowing it on everyone running around.
Yeah, I just started to smell tobacco and I thought, is Liv here?
Yeah. She's not that bad. Yeah, she is.
So that was quite intense, wasn't it? That was about halfway through the year.
That was May. What
That
a
was
day.
May.
A great day
Well, it's
in
been a
May.
long old year.
Did you set yourself any sort of challenges this year that you managed to do or not do? Personal challenges, work challenges
I've set challenges now.
for next
Okay,
year?
what's a current challenge?
Is to see my PT every morning for the next 5 days a week.
Every morning.
That's a lot.
Every morning.
That's big commitment.
Yeah.
Good for
5
you.
days a week is a
And
lot.
there has been times where he has knocked on the door because I haven't. Yeah.
So does he come to? He comes to the house.
He comes to my house.
That makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
That
We do
makes
6 a.m. runs, and he's incredible. He's like
We don't want to promote other fitness people. on this
No.
podcast.
This, mate.
Hey, come
No,
on.
give him a shout out. Give him a shout out. Like,
What's his name?
Bill.
Bill.
Yeah. Named
Is
Bill.
that a code name?
the guy
No, but
knocking on your
I said
door
to him
at
the other
6
day, I was
a.m.
like, you should call yourself Billy. It's much nicer than Bill.
Bill, yeah.
Bill, like, sometimes I'm going to the site every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bill. Bill.
Just meeting Bill.
PT Bill.
PT Bill, yeah.
Are we big New Year's resolutions people?
I'm not a huge New Year's resolution guy.
No.
They never
But
work.
a lot of
I
pressure.
get it.
No. I don't think, it feels a little bit, it's like people who sign up to a gym in January and then cancel it in February.
Well,
Do you get a lot of people in signing up in January?
We get a lot of people signing up in January.
Yeah.
How many of them last?
Well, we tied them into an agreement.
tied
So,
them in.
like, I'm not going to say they're my
They're in an
favourite
8 year.
member, but yeah, the guys that sign up in January and then kind of drift off towards March, but still pay. They're my favourite.
You
type
were,
of
say,
members.
you were really making me laugh because you were saying that you had during the energy crisis, people were coming in just to use the shower.
Livid. So my energy bills and my water bills went through.
Wait,
the
do you have
roof.
your own gym?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
I don't even have my own house.
And we just had people coming in that would, so they would
That's
usually
so
come in
sick.
once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. They were coming in every day, morning
nice
and
hot
night,
shower.
just to use our facilities.
Yeah,
So
that was
we've got
outrageous.
nice showers and
They
all
are
your
nice.
deodorants
Where
and
is your
towels.
gym?
Was
and
Tom
all
one
that
of
sort
them?
stuff.
Yeah, I was
Tom,
on.
well, Tom had to have a
I actually
shower in
did
our
it
gym this
today,
morning.
this morning.
Came in, didn't train, just to have a shower.
I came for a shower this morning.
Where is your gym?
Victoria,
Nice.
Yeah.
So not too
Shout
far
out
away.
City Athletic.
in the house, yeah.
Yeah.
Good spot.
Good spot. You
Great.
should go and. I know you've got Bill. I don't want to tread on Bill's toes.
Bill's doing a great job.
No, Bill's doing an amazing job. He's, yeah. But yeah, we should definitely catch up, Sean.
Yeah. Maybe you guys can do High Rocks next year. Okay, let's go through some of the things that happened this year, Liv.
My favourite being Baby Reindeer. I think it
Baby
was the weirdest
reindeer?
one, really.
Your favourite thing
That was
all
your
year
favourite
is
thing of the year?
Baby
Baby reindeer,
reindeer.
yeah.
You dark little soul.
What,
That
what,
is a horrible
You
program.
dark little soul. No, I think the most shocking thing about this year was Baby Reindeer.
what did you love about
Oh,
Baby
shocking.
I didn't
Reindeer?
love it. I thought it was fucking bizarre.
It was
I
a lot,
couldn't
wasn't
watch
it?
it all. Too intense.
Too intense.
I don't
It
like
gave
to be,
me
I don't like to be
anxiety.
scared.
No?
I like a horror, but I mean that was sort of there was
a
something.
bit too close to home.
What? Because I've had chem sex and stuff.
You said it. I didn't say it.
Can we say that sort of thing?
Chem sex. You can
No,
say
I've
that.
never had that.
I love that. Yeah.
It was no, it was just a lot.
It was.
Wasn't
a
it?
lot.
That was a big part of this year, though.
was
Felt
a
like
big
it was
part of
never
it.
ending.
So,
Baby
I think
Reindeer.
when it was on, it was all anyone could talk about.
It was
which
everywhere.
I think is kind of one of those major kind
So-
of cultural events.
Bit like what was that bloke during lockdown with the ponytail? Tiger King.
Tiger King, yeah, that was trending.
No.
What happened to him?
What?
He's dead.
Someone said I looked a bit like Tiger King when I kept my ponytail in.
What has happened to Tiger King? That's a good point.
He's in jail, right? Is he in jail
Is he
or
in
is
jail?
he dead?
Oh, he's in
He's
jail.
in prison, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Can't get him on the pod.
'Cause I'm not sure you can.
get him on a Zoom
he's
link?
He's not. Can we zoom from Carol Baskin's
South Carolina
kitchen?
Penitentiary.
Yeah.
Okay, Baby Reindeer was a big thing, yeah. Any other movies that we've seen this year that we like? Did you see Wicked, Sean?
Haven't seen Wicked yet, but there was
Have
the
you seen it?
whole. There was
Yeah.
the whole
We
Oppenheimer
need to talk
Barbie
about
thing.
Wicked.
That was this year, right?
That
Or
was
the,
big.
The Oscars.
Saltburn.
Oh, so bad.
I actually have rewatched it quite a few times. It's dark and weird,
It's
but
very
I really
dark.
like it.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah. I like, Saltburn. This very much the big Barry Keoghan year sort
Was,
of
yeah.
became a big cultural phenomenon. Has anyone here met Barry?
No.
Because I feel like he hangs out in...
Can I tell you something? He's apparently the coolest guy in the, guy
Yeah.
in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
And is he that cool? I don't think he is, but apparently everyone loves him.
Whoa.
Well, he.
You can't de-cool someone if you've
No,
never
but like
met them.
everyone, he's like trending everywhere.
He's a big deal.
He's
But
a big
what's
deal.
Are you
weird.
getting him confused with Paul Mescal? Because they're very similar. The
No,
guy from
no,
Gladiator.
No, Paul Mescal, I think is cool.
Yeah,
I think he's cool.
Yeah. Paul
Barry,
Mescal's
I don't know.
cool.
But people sort of love
But it's the
Barry
name
for
Barry,
being
isn't
weird.
it?
Yeah.
It's like Bill. It's
Barry and Bill and yeah,
So you're not so sure?
not too sure.
No.
I did see Wicked though.
likes
and I
that.
don't think it was very wicked.
Really? Are you serious?
You're a tough guy to
You
please.
are,
Fucking hell.
you are a tough cookie.
I thought it was intense. I
What
thought
do
it
you
was-
mean?
I also, I'm not a big
It's a
fan.
musical.
It's a kids movie.
No, but it's a lot. It's a lot of singing. Just talk.
But it's a musical.
I don't like it.
You could say that. That's a criticism of any
And there
musical.
was two. I was sitting next to this lady, and she
Family.
was crying towards the end
Was this
Because,
around
because
the-
of
was
you
this
or
around-
because of the movie?
because of my huffing and puffing. Like, what the fuck?
Who did you go to Wicked with?
That's a very weird story.
What do you mean? Tell us.
I watched it in Rome
With?
with a
Sorry.
load of actors who are filming
Was
a
it
movie,
in English?
and it was in English.
But you didn't rate it because Tom, being the social butterfly that he is, went to the premiere.
I did, yeah.
And then came in.
Did you?
Came
Yeah.
in the next day telling me how good Wicked was.
I thought
We
it was
loved
great.
I
And
love the
went
music
in,
in
I
it.
went in not expecting much, but I thought it was really good.
just-
Have you not ever seen it in a theatre?
No,
I have, years and years ago, but
but people painting themselves green. I'm just not into it.
You're so fucking weird.
Do you like Shrek?
No.
No.
Avatar?
Okay, fine.
Do you like Shrek?
No, I don't love Shrek.
No.
I don't love Shrek.
you're
I
a
like
big
Shrek.
Not
guy.
a big Shrek. It's okay.
So wait, so Sam, so you have an issue with any movie where people
not
are,
any movie,
are not...
Well, don't watch The Joker. I actually thought that was rubbish with Lady
Yeah.
Gaga. That was a fucking musical.
I like more real life stuff.
like
Okay.
Made in Chelsea.
Like Made in Chelsea?
reality TV.
yeah.
Made in Chelsea, I'm in. No, I like.
Made in Chelsea,
I
the
like.
movie.
I enjoyed Gladiator
Fucking
2.
hell.
It's not as good as the first one, but I enjoyed the second one. Have you seen it?
Of what?
No, not yet.
Seen what?
I have two
Gladiator
kids. I don't
2.
get to go out to the cinema
Yeah.
very much anymore.
And I've got a house plant, so I don't get out
Yeah.
much either. Why do they do Made in Chelsea the musical
Oh,
in the West
Oh.
End?
can you imagine?
I'd audition for it.
Quite good,
My
no?
idea of hell. Made in Chelsea the
Can we,
musical.
can we
would be
copyright
terrifying.
that idea?
Yeah,
can we write that down?
trademark that?
Okay, so movies, not a huge fan of that. Oasis reunion this year. Thoughts on that?
Wasn't it?
That was everywhere, wasn't it?
Yeah,
was
and
a-
people
was a
selling
big thing.
tickets for like an outrageous amount.
Is anyone going?
I'm not going.
But wait, where did they perform and they got quite bad flack for it? They did they did it somewhere and people
Oh,
were like,
no.
well,
Jeffrey
shit.
Epstein's Island.
No,
yeah,
no Liam.
don't knock
did-
those gigs. I used to do them.
Yeah.
They're good.
You still do, don't
I
you?
still do a couple of those.
Jeffrey's not dead. We know that, right?
I think Liam did it for the opening for the walk-in for Anthony Joshua.
That's
I
right.
think.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
That was
Yeah.
it. That was it.
That was
And,
really weird, wasn't it?
He
just
was
popped
really
up.
good.
Yeah.
Was he?
I don't know.
Oh.
He wasn't. No, I don't think he was very good.
No, he wasn't.
Also, this guy's what 50.
Yeah.
He's not in his young days anymore.
No, but he looks good.
He's still got a good lid. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He does. So none of us are going to go and see Oasis. That's disappointing.
Yeah, it's not my bet. And also, I think you have to pay like £3,000
Yeah.
for a
It's
ticket.
ridiculous.
Right?
That's
we,
true,
We were
yeah.
talking about those ticket touts
Quite a
they were
big night
buying it
out, yeah.
early and then pinging it for huge cash.
Yeah, it's actually been quite a big year of reunions in general, hasn't it? There's been who else has Busted reunited, McFly are back together,
S Club 7.
S Club 7 are back
Christ.
together, Blue are back
Steps?
together.
Do they even still exist?
There's a lot of boy bands strapped for cash at the moment,
That's so
announcing those post-divorce tours.
Yeah.
You gotta love it.
But the funny thing with the Steps one is that, you know H from Steps?
Yeah.
Did you hear about this? Like, so you know the guy that got done for paedophilia?
What, one of them?
No. So,
Whoa.
can we talk about paedophilia? on
Yeah,
here?
of course we
yeah,
can.
yeah.
I'm talking about chemsex.
We can't say H from Steps is a
Huh?
paedophile.
Yeah. So there was like, I think it was a guy from, like, there's a big band.
Oh, Lost Prophets.
Yeah, one of the guys from Lost Prophet.
Ian Watkins.
Yeah, one of the guys from Lost Prophet got done for
Yeah.
having sex with a baby.
Yeah.
Sorry?
And he had the same
This was a
name
while
as
ago.
H from Steps. And obviously, when it comes out as the headlines that Ian Watkins goes to prison for
Yeah.
having sex with a baby,
Yeah.
like H from Steps is just getting torn to shreds online. He's like, not me, different guy. But can you imagine
That's
having the
savage.
same name as
That's
other
not good.
famous? I mean,
Well,
like
it's
people
like-
called Jimmy
It's like
Savile.
our good friend Diddy, you know, not,
Yeah.
not that one, but then we know someone else called Diddy.
Well, I'm Sean, right? And he's
You
Sean.
go by Diddy. You've always gone by Diddy.
I know, but
So that was a nightmare for you when that came out.
quick handle change on Instagram.
At Diddy Stafford.
No longer Sean Diddy Stafford. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we like reunions in general, or we're not so sure? Are you into boy bands, Sam?
I can't say I am. No.
Were you ever in a boy band?
You are a
Sam?
tough man to
I
please.
wish
Were you
I was
ever in a boy band?
Never in a boy band.
Never in a boy
Can't sing. Can you guys sing?
Mate,
No.
I said, I don't think that's a prerequisite for being in a boy band.
Have you met H from Steps?
That's so true. No, not a big boy band guy.
I'm a bit
I'm not
obsessed
really.
with Blue. You know, Blue are back together, and they.
I
Is that
did
Lee
quite like
Ryan?
Blue.
Yeah,
and
Anthony
Dunk-
Costa and Duncan.
But you love their cringe videos.
I
That's
just
why
like
you
their
think
Instagram.
Can I
is
tell you
funny.
something? I can see that.
Me?
Yeah.
Liking blue?
Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
We just met, but yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, it's very much it's up my street, blue. They clearly have someone running their Instagram at the moment, and it's incredible what they're being made to do on there. They all look like they have a gun pointed at their head when they're doing Instagram, which I'm a fan of in general.
Yeah. It's basically some Gen Z is now running their TikTok.
I
telling
think
them
I'm probably
exactly
doing
what to
really
do.
well.
Fucking cringe.
Not a fan of boy bands, Liv.
No,
One
I'm
Direction?
not. I know. Well, Liam Payne.
Oh
That's
my
probably the
God.
biggest thing.
Did
this
you go
year.
to any gigs this year? Live gigs?
I went to Teddy Swims. He
Oh,
was
Teddy
actually
Swims.
really good. He was
Very
really
good.
good.
You went to Timberlake as well, didn't you?
I went to Timberlake. That was a sort of job. But yeah, that was
As
quite.
in Justin
that was
Timberlake.
Justin
or-
Timberlake,
That was
yeah.
a sort of job.
Well, it was with Audi. So
Quite nice.
Without
It was quite nice.
Justin Timberlake with Audi.
no. Yeah, I forgot about that. Actually, that was really good.
If ever,
were
if ever you
working
get
there.
the opportunity to go to Justin Timberlake again, please, that'll be a plus one.
Sean is a big
Really,
Timberlake.
Massive
to be
Timberlake
honest,
fan.
in real, he was amazing.
Yeah.
He was actually epic. I love a gig, but I don't know if
love
I'd
a
go
gig.
to like a reunion of someone.
No.
But the boy bands, for some reason, there's something a little bit cringe about them, especially when they're in their 50s.
Something
It's
very
like
cringe
Well, they're,
about
called,
them.
they're called man bands. then,
still
aren't they?
got their skinny jeans and yeah.
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 Back to just have a moment about Liam Payne.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thinks of the,
That was probably that was probably the most shocking thing this year.
Saddest
Saddest
part of
was Liam
2020.
Payne.
I think for those 2 weeks, I've never been. I think everyone felt sad.
Yeah.
It was just incredibly. It captivated everyone.
Yeah.
Wait, did Matthew Perry die this year? Or was that last year?
Last year.
Last year.
God.
But it was the circumstances and how. It was a lot, wasn't it?
But it was also all the photos and all that. So I don't know if they should have released all that. It must, like that's quite traumatic, isn't it? And that video of them carrying
Yeah,
his body.
Cheryl
in.
did a thing about she posted something quite good about the press not publishing loads of photos of what was going on, because she said that there's some will at some point when he's older go back and look at those pictures.
Yeah, because TMZ posted an actual photo of his dead body.
Then they took
And
it
then they
down.
took it. They're like, that's
Terrible.
outrageous. How is it? I don't know how anyone. Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah,
Yeah.
you forget actually that he's got a son.
Yeah.
That would then find out about.
Yeah, it was very sad, wasn't it? It was very shocking, and also the shots of Simon Cowell like crying, and
With the parents.
there was a lot, wasn't it? Did you ever meet Liam Payne? Anyone?
No.
No.
I actually have met Liam Payne.
Have you?
Really?
Yeah.
So my wife was working on X Factor the year that they came through.
Really?
So she knew them all, not well, but she was in the makeup team.
Everyone said that he was like really nice.
Yeah, she said that when, before they were One Direction, when they were going through all the audition process
Yeah.
and all that sort of stuff, that they were just a really sweet bunch of kids.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
she's
really,
really
it is quite
sad.
tragic
Yeah.
when you fast forward, 10 years, and
They were very
they've had all the
incredibly
success.
young, weren't
I
they?
can't imagine
Yeah.
being what they were together when they were 17,
Yeah.
and then they're now 30. They've been in the limelight all their life.
That's
And
nuts.
I
It's
think they were
nuts.
younger than 17.
Somebody,
I think that's a lot.
I think someone said something crazy like when they split up, they were 21. So that when they split up, they were 21.
with 30 mil.
It's like you would assume they might have like got together.
You feel like
at
it's more
21.
recent than that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To have done all that by the time
Also,
you're like
they must have,
22.
in those years, I can't imagine. They how many albums,
Yeah.
world tours.
I think it's
in
the
4
touring
years.
that's the hard thing, right? I
That is
think-
incredible. Incredible.
Yeah.
You played that video to us of the interview
Yeah,
after
yeah.
Jada
Oh yeah, that was
Jada
that
Pinkett-
was a few years ago. Yeah.
when he had a sort of strange accent.
I think he was. It felt like in the few months before he died, it felt like the online trolling of him was getting worse and worse. I was constantly seeing like compilation videos of
Yeah.
embarrassingly in pain moments or like.
On TikTok.
Yeah,
TikTok
just
was
everywhere, yeah.
TikTok was riling it up. But he went on Logan Paul's podcast in 2022.
Yeah.
And I weirdly remember seeing it on TikTok. And he was just saying the most like quite outrageous things.
Really?
Then ever since that, I felt like it was just getting worse.
What, like he was on drugs?
I think he was just a bit hammered, and he was
Yeah.
saying like the band revolved around me and all this stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 very sad.
It is very sad.
But that's a bit like Kanye when he was having his episode, right? And then-
But is he still having this episode? I don't understand him.
He's in hiding.
But
Yeah,
also,
he-
why
well,
does his
he's
wife
been-
wear
he's
those
been
clothes?
cancelled.
Or lack of? Have you seen the wife? She
Yeah.
walks around naked with a pillow covering her chest. Is that a bit
I
odd?
think they're called implants.
Wait, what do you mean he's in hiding?
I don't
Who,
know much
Kanye?
of-
I
Yeah.
think he's been cancelled and is just waiting to be uncancelled.
Yeah.
like Tiger Woods. It just takes time. Just ride it out.
Yeah. I mean, also when you're that
That's the
big,
advice. Just ride it
Just
out.
ride it out. Like, just be Teflon, right? Just put your head down, be quiet.
That's what you were saying to Greg Wallace the other day, wasn't it? Just ride it out.
me and Greg over a bench press. I was saying, Greg, just keep your head down.
Greg, just relax,
Keep
mate.
your
Ride
head
it out.
he's absolutely
Of course he's jacked. He's one of ours.
Is
He's
he
one of our
actually?
own. No, he's not. Just he's not. But he's
One of your, it's one of your. You're pretty tiny. Greg.
Yeah.
He's a gym bro. He's a gym bro. Yeah, Greg, just keep your head down.
Should we talk a bit about Greg Wallace? Can we talk about Greg? He did an Instagram video where he said he was being what's the word, like vilified by victimized by middle class women of a certain age. That's the words he used.
Sorry.
That's what he said. Middle class women of a certain age.
It's just
don't like Greg Wallace.
It's not going to help him.
It's
Is it?
quite
They're
funny.
usually his wheelhouse. That's his hunting
That's
ground.
his demographic.
Yeah,
Presents
that's-
MasterChef. Who else watches MasterChef? That is what MasterChef is,
Yeah.
isn't it? Middle class women of a certain age.
Oh, Greg.
Do you think he'll come back from this?
I don't think so.
There'll be a
No,
reunion tour. I
We,
think,
we,
in a
we,
couple
we
of
talked about
years.
this. Keep your head down, be quiet, ride it out.
But he's
That's
not a
the-
Kanye.
Huh?
He's not a Kanye.
Correct. Greg
Wow.
Wallace is not Kanye.
Wait, who else has been
But-
cancelled this year?
Who's contributed more to the
Philip
cultural
Schofield.
landscape? Kanye West or Greg Wallace?
Greg Wallace has done his big job though.
He's done a lot
He's
over
done a
the
lot.
years.
25 years.
Give
Philip,
it
was it this year?
Yeah, talk about Philip's documentary.
Philip,
Philip Schofield's
documentary. One-man
It's
show.
actually a lot has happened this year, isn't it? Philip Schofield went on an island to try and repent his sins.
Was that on I'm a Celebrity?
No, it was his
No.
own show.
Can you imagine if ITV booked Philip Schofield
V2.
for I'm a Celebrity?
Well, I mean, ITV
He's probably
is
still under contract. So.
public enemy number one for Philip Schofield. Yeah, I think it was on Channel 5. It was a sort of castaway. He was going to go to a desert island and think about what he'd done.
I can imagine.
Yeah, Epstein's Island.
Was it called?
Yeah.
Was it called Schofield's Island?
Schofield's Island.
I can imagine the conversation with agents like, just give me anything.
Yeah,
Anything.
yeah.
I'll take it. Island, I'm in.
It's it was not a great watch. Did everybody watch it?
No.
I didn't even know it existed.
I did watch a little bit of it, yeah.
Any good?
It wasn't like...
It didn't go down very well.
It didn't go down the way I think he
It was
wanted
meant.
it
It was
to.
meant to be like a big. Are we all like Philip Schofield again now? But it was sort of the opposite.
Actually, there's a
know.
lot
was
of
it like
men
the
this
Prince
year
Andrew
who've had
interview?
issues, aren't there? Because then
That
old
was
Harrods,
incredible.
pervert,
Say that again.
Dodie, whatever he's called, Al-Fayed, he's
Dodie
been out
Al-Fayed.
as an old perv.
Yes.
It's not looking good for men, is it?
It's not.
Women don't actually get cancelled that much. Oh, who's the last one?
Have you been cancelled yet?
No, not yet. Yet.
You're right. It is normally men, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
But I suppose women probably...
Who do we think's going to get cancelled next?
Yes.
No, we won't play that game.
Chris
Okay,
Evans.
let's do the Paris 2024 Olympics.
Did that even happen though?
in the summer?
Did that even happen though?
Is that a
Worst Olympics of all time.
conspiracy theory of yours?
It's not a conspiracy. It was just the worst Olympics of all time.
It was the Aussie breakdancer.
Wait, whoa! Why was it the worst Olympics of all
Did you
time?
watch the opening ceremony? Was the worst thing I've ever seen on
was it?
television. No, it was. Well, Celine Dion's kind of
Yeah.
saved the day.
Blue performed, didn't they?
Yeah, it was Blue's reunion comeback. But it was just this metal horse going up and down the Seine for like
As a
45 minutes. It was terrible.
As a kid, the Olympics were huge because I think there was nothing else on. But now
Yeah.
there's so many options. I'm not
I
interested.
like the Olympics. I've got to be honest. I like the Olympics.
I knew you would.
Yeah.
You
are
know what I
listening
liked about
to
you?
I just like when it's on TV. It's like you end up watching weird sports that you would never, get into. Like the breakdancing this year was
It was a lot, that.
that was a new sport.
Yeah,
for
and
this
they're not
year?
doing it again.
and they've already canned it
Yeah.
because that Australian nutter got through.
So
Do you
you
remember?
need, no, she did through. She did not. She
No, but she
shamed
got-
her
No,
country.
she qualified. She was the best breakdancer in Australia.
I still think there was something off about all of that. I think she must have done really well and then as a joke tried to fuck with them and
Yeah.
then do badly. Because there's no way, if our country said, yeah, that's great, we're putting that forward, you just couldn't.
No.
Especially when you look at the Aussie TikTok. There's so many good dancers in Australia, and they send.
There's so many
Yeah,
good
send
dancers
that.
on TikTok.
What did we think about the Tom Cruise abseiling down the stadium? Did you see that at the closing ceremony?
No.
Mate, the Olympics is just not
Just
my
passed,
not- it's not
passed
for
you
me
by.
either.
So
One thing,
LA
Tom
are
Cruise-
hosting it.
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
No, please.
I was-
Tom Cruise is looking younger. I don't understand what he's doing.
Yeah,
It's called plastic surgery.
plastic
Salmon-
surgery.
Just gonna
also,
throw it out
also
there.
his lid is just getting better and better as he gets older. So
Yeah.
Plastic surgery.
He's my guy. Tom Cruise, I think if
You
know,
love
we-
Tom Cruise.
If we're doing that dinner party, apart from the Scientology thing and the
Yeah,
being
that's a
slightly
bit weird,
weird, I think if we were having a dinner party,
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is definitely in the top 5.
You reckon?
I think he would be incredible.
Yeah, he'd be good at a dinner
Flown
party,
in,
wouldn't
Yeah.
he?
He could abseil in.
Yeah.
So LA are hosting the next one, so they had to do like a little
Like a handover.
a little taster of what the LA one's going to be, and their taster was that Tom Cruise jumped off the roof of the stadium and abseiled down. Did you watch it?
I didn't, but that sounds incredible.
It sounds
I
like
might
an
go
Olympic
watch it.
act.
It was great. It was really
worked for
quite
them.
tacky and very American. But yeah, that's 2028. Tom Cruise. He'll be looking even younger in 2028.
See, I reckon the 2028 Olympics in LA is going to be unbelievable. I just
Yeah.
wasn't impressed
Yeah.
by. I think it's just a very French, slightly like can't be bothered.
Yeah.
Like
Let's
we're
go.
not going to
Yeah,
put much
yeah,
time
yeah.
and effort into this Olympics.
Yeah, they were. They didn't really couldn't give a fuck the French, could they? Most of the referees were smoking while
Yeah,
they were.
yeah,
Sounds high end.
Liv, you would have enjoyed
love
it.
that.
yeah. You should. Liv's going
We're
to try and
judge at
get
the
a
Olympics.
retrospective endorsement for the Paris
Yeah.
Olympics.
Okay, we're going to come back in part 2 and we're going to talk about next year and what we have planned, and we're going to talk about our craziest New Year's Eve stories.
Oh wow.
Come back in part 2. Welcome back to part 2 of Private Parts with me, Tom.
Why
Lucy.
did you say that
love-
so
why-
monotone?
Why do you love it when I say that?
Come on, you're better.
No,
It's
than
more-
because
you're-
you
you're
know
better than
private
that.
Bigger.
parts.
Yeah. You're
All right.
better
Loads
than
of-
Come on, more energy, Tom.
All right.
Come on, you're better than
Welcome back to Private Parts, part 2. No, I've got to say part 2. Welcome back to part 2 of Private Parts with me, Tom Lucy.
And me, Liv Bentley.
This is it, the New Year's Eve special. Shaun Stafford's here. Shaun, say hi.
Hi everyone.
Sound Prince is here.
Hello.
It's all kicking off in
Hello.
We are drinking.
Well, no, you're not. You're being a pussy. Sam and I are
So
drinking.
why are you not drinking?
I'm going to drink. I
Come
have
on.
had some. I've just
Take the hat off.
That is
Come on.
peer
very dead.
pressure.
Get the hat. I
personified.
want to see what the hat. Just get the hat.
That is
off.
peer
take
pressure
it
in
off now
real
because it's been on
time,
for too long.
documented.
It's been on for too long.
Take your shirt off.
Is it the same? By the way, is it the same hat every week?
I have been accused of wearing the same hat every week.
It looks like you got a good lid. I don't know why you need to use
His
that.
That
lid-
is so airbrush.
I do.
Do you know what? His hair at the moment is the
It's very
longest
long.
it's ever been. And he
Really?
genuinely
I've actually-
does look like Jack Harlow.
Probably fucking longer
Really?
than
Yeah.
mine.
It's fantastic.
That's a look, no?
Yeah, I think so.
It is very long.
Unless it's an ad.
It's way longer than it is in that photo.
You look well there, bro.
I actually just bought
It's
him for
called
his.
it's called
Face
Photoshop. Photoshop. Yeah. So listen, New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
What do we have planned?
We're all hanging
I
out, aren't
find New Year's Eve very anticlimactic. I actually think it's fucking depressing.
we?
if
New
I'm
Year's
totally
Eve in
honest.
London, I think, is just
A fortune.
I've never seen a good time.
No.
No, I agree with
But
you.
New Year's Eve, it's all hyped up and then you end up, I don't know, I always find it a bit bum out.
Once you've done the countdown, it's kind of just like
Over.
that's it.
Has anyone ever gone to actually watch the fireworks?
No.
No.
Yeah, in London.
Have you?
Yeah,
Is it meant-
spectacular.
Really?
The thing is, with your size, you can see it all.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
pushed my way through the crowd, so it's like a wrecking ball. Everyone just gets out of the way. It's
Spectacular is a
perfect.
big word.
You know, it's brilliant. Like I think that's one thing that London does really well. Like our New Year's Eve fireworks,
Fireworks.
I think are
The one thing.
like we're like kind of
the only thing we
head
do
to head
right.
with Sydney for like
Yeah.
who's got the best fireworks.
London around Christmas time and New Year's is amazing,
Yeah.
I think. There's
Yeah.
nowhere quite like London.
Christmas is good, but New Year's Eve I think is always a bit flat. It's like anything that's sort of meant any sort of forced fun,
Organised fun, really. Isn't
organised
it?
fun.
Yeah.
It's I have the same issue with like stag do's.
Oh, not
this chat
It's
again.
it's just there's too much pressure for it to be fun.
I totally
Are you
agree.
testing new material? Because I've heard this one before.
Yeah, I
Like,
know,
Come
every
on,
week.
you've got to get off this stag do thing. Right, if you want,
Can I
right.
just say, every week he's brought up a stag do.
Yeah, he's
I do.
definitely
I actually
testing
love
Have you
new
even been
material.
on one this year?
Not this year.
When
No.
did, wait, your stag do's must be soon, no?
Well, so wait, hold your thoughts. So I'm going to give you guys a hack for New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Right? So New Year's Eve is always a little bit anticlimactic, as you
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
So I think one of the tricks is to propose to somebody on New Year's Eve.
Different person every year?
Well, whatever. You know, if they say yes, great.
I could do that.
Because then New Year's Eve becomes your engagement party at the same time, right? So you've always got something to make it slightly
Do you,
I like that.
hang
So
on?
it's like
Do you
But-
propose as the clock strikes midnight?
up to you.
But
You
then
might-
what if
might
you
miss the
ever want
fireworks,
to
but
Did you do
throw?
that?
I did not do that.
No.
But what if you want to throw like an anniversary engagement party and everyone's fucking off because they're busy with New Year's Eve?
Well,
Depends how good your
I
party
think
is,
you're
doesn't it?
thinking too much into this.
What? And then we could have a stag do.
We can have a
next
stag.
year.
We can have your stag do next year.
Yeah.
Then you can have loads
Us
of
three
material.
can plan
Just to get some ideas.
Sorry, would I come on the stag?
Hell
You can
yes.
come on the stag.
Question.
Yeah.
So
There's
how-
normally like a token girl on a stag do. You could be the
That
girl.
would be me. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she's the perfect person for that.
Yeah, you would be good.
Six on tap. Yeah. Sorry, that's my.
Have you been on stag do, Sam?
Can I tell you? I've never been on a stag do.
Have you
No.
not?
What?
Yeah.
Well, wait, how old are you again?
I'm 27.
Yeah. So I've only been on one. I'm 28. I've only been on
Oh,
one.
you're 28.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. We like
You
the
guys
same.
need to get
Yeah.
more friends.
We should hang out.
We should hang out.
Yeah.
I think this is the start of something. Can I say beautiful?
I mean,
It was
You sound
when I
like
met-
Jamie
it was
Lang.
when I
Yeah,
met
yeah,
Shaun
I
here.
actually have a question. How hard is stand up? This is completely you, not talking about New Year's or anything. How hard is stand up?
It is difficult. Yeah, it is difficult. It's definitely not easy.
Because you have to be
you know
really
what?
funny in that moment on stage. And
Yeah.
I think.
It's much easier when you're funny.
Yeah.
Like you know.
But also, how do you warm up? Is it like a few drinks or like?
Do
is
you
it
do
like,
any
get battered,
vocal
yeah.
things?
Vocal warm-ups?
Yeah.
I don't do any vocal
Why
warm-ups.
do I imagine that you do, pacing around your dressing room?
Yeah.
You,
He
so
you can
does,
sort
he
of
so does.
with shaking paper.
I do, yeah. I come on with an A4 sheet that rattles.
and the hat?
Do you want to know a really funny story about
Yeah.
one time when I went to watch Tom do stand-up and we went for dinner
Oh,
beforehand?
yeah.
And
I
me-
don't come out very well in this story.
Well, me, Tom, and another friend of ours went for dinner beforehand, and Tom wasn't feeling very well. And he's like, I've got to go on and perform in. I said, look, there's a Boots around the corner. Just go get some cough medicine. And, you know.
I was
and then-
losing my voice.
Yeah.
And I was panicking that I had to do this show and I was losing my voice.
And
the more you panic, the more
me
you
being
lost
the
it.
Yeah.
calming influence was like, there's a Boots around the corner. Here's a plan. Here's a map. Go get some Dana. She'll be fine. So basically, Tom, yeah, it's a great idea. He leaves. We order all the food. He just doesn't come back. Where
did you go?
Oh, mate, are you coming back? And he's just like, oh no, I've decided. I was like, I've got you a steak.
Well, I was really...
What, did you go home?
No,
No, he went
I
to the
went
venue.
to the show. And then I was really panicking that I had to do this show and I was really losing my voice. And I was like, what I need to do is just not speak. So I was like, if I go back to this dinner and talk for the next hour, that's not... What I need to do is just go and sit on my own and not speak for an hour. And then try and do this show and then go home, which is what I did.
Yeah,
But
And was the show good?
it was
it was
great.
fine.
Good.
It was great.
Good.
It was
That's
really good.
good.
That's very nice for you to say. It
was
wasn't great. It was fine. But yeah, you should come and watch.
He says this to everyone, by the way.
No,
He'll
Tom,
never tell you when he's
on
doing
a
it.
serious
says
note, I'd
this
love
to
to.
everyone.
You say it to me every time. And then I've seen on your Insta story recently, you're doing a selling tickets.
Yeah.
So that is him telling you, by the way.
That's his idea.
That's
of
him
it.
telling you.
What do you
I
want me
said-
to do?
I have said to you, I said to you, I should come to one of your shows. I haven't been to one this
I would
year.
love to, honestly.
Okay. All
I'm a
right.
big fan of stand-up. I wish I could do stand-up, but I'm just not that classic.
You would be quite funny, to be fair.
I would struggle with being...
When you're funniest is when you're fighting with people. Julius Cowdery. Watching you fight
Are
with
you
him.
quite a good arguer?
No, he's just funny about it, though.
I love art, yeah. on the
So
show.
maybe you'd be quite good at like there was a TV show called Roast Battle. Would you do that?
I'd love that,
Yeah, where you have to go head to head and you just
And both be really
roast,
mean to each other.
roast each
Yeah, yeah.
other.
Yeah.
I did that with a guy called Nigel Ng, who's a famous Malaysian comedian, and I don't think that's aged that well. If you were to watch that back, I don't think some of those jokes have aged very well.
How many
So I might get cancelled next year.
Yeah. Did you see the Tom Brady roast or the roast of Tom
my
Brady, which
God.
was like one of the biggest Netflix
That,
things
yeah,
I did
that's
watch
good.
that.
2024.
I
Yeah.
thought that was
No.
incredible.
Yeah, there's some
That
good
Tony,
ones.
is it Tony Hinchcliffe? He is a savage.
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Is
Who's
that the guy that did the Trump rally as well?
Yes.
And said the Puerto Rico joke?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's got no filter.
He has no filter.
I do like a roast. One of my friends,
yeah.
his 30th birthday, he got like 5 of his friends to roast him in front of all of his family and friends, and it was a really good idea.
Yeah, I think
it was
it's a
a fun.
great
It was a
idea.
really fun thing to do for a birthday.
Well, I asked you to do it for my birthday, didn't I? For my 40th.
To roast you.
Yeah, remember?
Did you?
Yeah.
Bro, you're not 40.
He's yeah.
It was a few
You
years
look
ago.
so much younger.
Yeah.
What?
We
Did
can,
you ask-
we can edit that bit out, right?
Did you ask me to do that?
Yeah. I said I think it'd be
don't
really
remember
funny.
Well, we should do it.
Yeah,
I'd like
I think
to do
roast
that.
should be in. Yeah, they're not in the UK. They're not already a thing.
It's
They're
not
so good.
So good. But I think in the UK we take it. We're a bit more sensitive. I'd love someone to roast.
Do you think? I
Yeah.
think British people are pretty like we take the piss out of each other all the time.
No, I think people have become, what's it called, the snowflake lot? I think people are
There's a
pathetic.
few words for it. Yeah.
If I'm
You think
totally
people
honest
are
with
way
you.
more sensitive now?
Yes. And you can't say anything without it offending someone.
You
Yeah.
can't even look at anyone.
Well, that is a
I saw
great.
that even look at anyone. But I saw on the tube the other day.
Depends how you're looking at it.
No, they saw on the tube. Like staring is known as like.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw-
well, I was staring a little
I'm
bit
staring
too
and
long.
I'm like, whoa.
yeah.
And then like, what do I do? Put my
Yeah.
sunglasses on or something?
It depends how you stare at them, I guess, doesn't it?
Yeah.
if you stare at them naked
But also,
on the tube.
also,
Well, you're
Who is
naked. You're
naked
naked
on
or
the
they're
tube?
you're naked or
also
they're
you've got your
naked.
hat on. So like,
I'm never naked.
Fuck.
Okay, so New Year's Eve, you're going to be in South Africa, Liv.
I'm going to be in Cape Town.
You're going to be in the Maldives.
tough
Jesus
life.
Christ.
You're going to be in
hell?
You're going to be in
Cornwall.
Torquay.
Sam, where are
You're going to be in
I'm
Torquay.
going to be in Cornwall.
I'm going to be in Brixton. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Brixton?
Actually, no, I'm going to Amsterdam.
Oh, there you
We're
go.
so exotic. We
I've
are an
done
exotic
that.
crew.
I've had New Year's Eve in Amsterdam.
Any
They-
good?
Just a little heads up. They do a thing in Amsterdam for New Year's Eve where they set off fireworks horizontally down the street.
Yeah.
So they don't set them off
That is
into the
true.
air, which is what most people do. They
Sounds
set
lit.
them off down the street. So just watch out for that. They do.
That-
right?
that
Are
is
you
true,
going to
yeah.
eat a space cake, whatever they're called?
No, I'll be honest. I hate weed. I don't like weed.
You're in
I
the-
kind
you're
of
you
wish I
plant
liked
business.
it.
Take that back.
Do
Don't
you
like
smoke weed?
No.
I wish I sort of liked it, but it was, I'm just.
I
every time I
wish
smoked it and vomit.
When everyone, yeah, exactly. And I sketch out and I start thinking about all sorts. So
Yeah.
weed's not a thing
Thinking
for
about
me.
all sorts.
Weed's not a thing.
Really,
for
it's not for you.
me. Is weed a thing for you?
No, it's not my thing.
Very PR of you.
Maybe a New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
Should we all get
into it?
take more
Take-
gummies.
yeah.
Take more gummies.
Yeah, I've heard gummies are like a more,
Gummies I've heard are brilliant.
Yeah.
Should we all get into weed next year?
What about the red light district? Are you gonna-
Red Light District. Have you
Yeah,
been to? Have
I'm
you been to
I've
Amsterdam?
never been to Amsterdam before.
Oh, this is exciting.
I spent 3 months in the Netherlands this year. Didn't go to Amsterdam, so I'm looking forward to going.
Where
fuck were you doing in the Netherlands?
I was with Yasmin.
Oh.
Is she
okay.
is she from the Netherlands?
She is from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Good. Yes, she is Dutch. She
You
is
said that
Dutch.
like that wasn't true.
Yeah, Dutch.
She
She's
is
Dutch and
from
Syrian.
the Netherlands. Okay, right.
That's good
So-
clap.
So you've never been to Amsterdam, though?
Never been to Amsterdam.
that's gonna
I'm
be
excited.
exciting.
Very excited. My best friend's there. Looking forward to going.
Are you worried about bumping into her?
No.
Does
Big
she-
place, no?
It's a big place. Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
And if
do-
you
do you
do
know the
see her,
Queen,
just
Tom?
set up a firework.
Do you know the Queen? Do you eat crumpets?
Yeah, do you know the Queen?
So that's an inside joke that we spoke about off
We
camera.
were saying
Sorry.
we were saying about people who might get cancelled next year, and Liv said girls don't really get cancelled, but
Not the way they don't though.
Don't speak too soon, Olivia.
Oh,
Yeah, you can
okay,
put- you
fine.
can
I'll
put
be
your
next.
hand up.
No. But they don't really, I don't think. I
No,
mean,
you-
other than Ellen DeGeneres and J.K. Rowling, which
Yeah.
I'd say the two
they're the big
biggest
two
ones.
ones.
But I would also say J.K. Rowling is very much.
Oh, Rowling woman.
She's not
Untouchable.
cancelled. Yeah, she's.
She,
I don't
no,
think
but
you
at the
can-
time it was quite
I'm
bad.
pretty sure she's
don't think
making
she
still like
cares.
quite a lot of coins.
I think she's okay.
She's not
I
bothered.
think
She's
once
not
you
doing
get to
the
a
Channel
certain
5
level,
desert.
yeah, I think once you get to a certain level, it genuinely doesn't impact
You're
you, right?
untouchable.
Yeah, and I think she's probably at that level.
Ellen's pretty untouchable as well. I would have thought.
No, I think no, she's not. She lost her show.
She's moved to England.
Yeah.
What, has she?
Yeah.
People are
Get her on the
like,
pod.
quite like England, don't they? Who else has moved it? Ryan Reynolds,
Does he
Blake
live
Lively.
there?
Yeah, he
Oh,
bought
Tom
some.
Ford's just moved here.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
That's
Tom
true.
Ford's
Yeah.
just moved here.
That's true.
He bought. It was. I think he had the most expensive property purchase.
That's right.
Of 2024.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't Taylor Swift as well buy somewhere in London?
I'm sure
She
she
also,
the
she also has a
Cotswolds.
place everywhere.
Yeah.
She
She
probably
has-
loves
she has
Cotswolds.
somewhere in
Oh
London.
wait, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. That was a massive thing this year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was,
I never knew who he was. Now I do. Yeah.
I don't think anyone
The
really
Taylor
did.
Swift tour in general was a big thing this year.
My old housemate messaged me. She goes, "I think I'm going to fly us to Canada this weekend to go and watch her last
Are
thing."
you a Swiftie?
Weirdly, I used to think she was fucking annoying, but actually, she's grown on me a bit.
I think
and
she's
her
very
tour does look
high-end.
incredible.
I'd see her live.
I really
Yeah.
want to see her live.
No, nobody went to the tour this year though. You're not really a big.
Why might be going
Swiftie,
this
are you?
weekend, Tom?
Is it this
Are you going this
weekend?
weekend?
In Vancouver.
Oh, amazing.
This was something I said on the podcast a
Experienced.
few weeks ago. And,
Tell them the truth though, because you.
I didn't listen to that one.
No, you said it was
Even
your
heard
friend,
that
but
one?
it was you on your gap
It wasn't
year.
me. I promise you, it wasn't me. Although I know everyone in the comments thinks it was me.
It's definitely you.
You, Sam Smith.
Sam Smith. Yeah.
Actually,
No, don't upset him.
No, it's not. It's,
that's why you wear the hat.
the three people I get. Okay, Sam Smith, Mac Miller, the dead rapper, and
He's got some bangers.
Roman Kemp.
Roman Kemp as well. Is
Yeah,
a new,
yeah.
is a
All
recent
three
one.
are pretty close.
You're
Pretty
similar
sexy.
to Roman Kemp, though.
Similar to
pretty
Roman.
sexy.
All three are pretty sexy. Guess who people think Shaun looks like?
The Hulk.
So,
Liv, you might not even know who this person is.
No,
to be
probably
honest.
not.
Fernando Torres.
yeah.
Yes.
Who is that?
Yeah,
I get
he's a
that.
footballer.
I can't stand football, but yeah, I get that.
So the two things.
You used to play for Chelsea,
Yeah,
don't you?
yeah. The two things
Yeah.
that I'm known for in my entire career is being in a Sidemen video
That's
and looking.
Oh,
like
yeah?
Fernando, and looking like Fernando Torres.
Sidemen are good at views.
Sideman.
You're telling me.
So that's a pretty.
I nearly
it's
got
a pretty
trolled to death.
underwhelming.
No, I did not.
It's a pretty underwhelming CV point.
I think that's strong.
Yeah,
And you're big in China as well, aren't you? You're in.
Well, I'm big most places, but I'm well known in China.
Sean is massive in China.
Well, he's big lad.
Yeah, but even in China, he's even bigger.
Yeah.
Is that right?
India.
Oh, sorry.
India's my biggest market. Yeah.
We should go to India.
Good for
We
together.
should go to India on a
My
tour.
market's teenage fucking boys.
My market is absolutely tiny.
Yeah.
Do you know, my market is so. I've been doing
Niche,
a TV show
niche.
now for 6 years, 7 years, and I have just 100k followers.
Right. Okay.
That's bad.
And also, I've taken more time on my content, and I get 0 views.
Are you? You should get in touch with whoever's doing Blues Instagram because they are really killing it.
Yeah.
I would, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be like a Lee Ryan-esque. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough out there. Have you got lots of followers?
In India specifically, yeah. Big in
Do you
India.
do do you do the commute there a lot? Or?
I've done a few tours of India. Yeah.
Have you really?
Yeah, I've done
Imagine
loads of
being
tours.
that big, do tours of India.
Yeah, it's great.
I'd be lucky
And
to do
they're
a tour
they're
of like, the
fanatic as
borough
well.
of Chelsea, the Bluebird raffles, and that's my tour.
Sean
really.
plays arenas in Mumbai.
Yeah.
He'll go there and sell
the
out.
guitar?
Mumbai, Delhi,
Sell out. Sell out a football stadium.
Hyderabad, yeah. the whole
What do you
thing.
do?
It's basically
Q&A.
Q&A. Top off, baby oil.
Marching around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he?
Yeah. So like, I think my biggest claim to fame is probably when I quit bodybuilding, I actually just transferred
No
all
way
of my
you're a bodybuilder.
baby oil to Diddy. So
Nice.
those
Yeah,
1,000
yeah,
bottles
yeah.
that were found in Diddy's
It's
locker.
nice to get some
Yeah.
use for them.
Yeah, like I didn't want them to go to waste. Like I'm, sustainable.
You're it's like a charity work. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall I tell this Shanghai shotgun story?
I'm absolutely
Sorry.
dying for this now.
Only because it was a big 2024 moment for. Have I told you this? Private Parts? Have I told you about Shanghai shotgun?
I watched.
Oh, you've seen
I
it?
watched it. I've seen it already. Yeah, it's good.
Sam hasn't seen it.
He's watched the clip, by the way.
I've
but
watched the
not
clip.
not
The clip.
watched a Shanghai shotgun
didn't watch
being
Tom
had.
get
Oh, so
jacked
you know what
off.
I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right. Okay.
But I mean, you've been bigging up now for the last 10 minutes.
It's not going to be good now. So basically, a friend of mine,
Hold up. Can we start that again, please? Go on.
a friend of mine, went to Shanghai on a work trip, or lads, like wherever it was. He was
No
in
one
Shanghai.
cares about why he was there.
Why were
He
you
was in
there,
Shanghai.
Tom? Why were you there?
He was doing stand up.
There's apparently a famous place in Shanghai where this lady will do a thing called a Shanghai shotgun. So she claims she can make men ejaculate with one hand pump, and she calls it the Shanghai shotgun.
Please don't tell me you're front of the queue.
So I got a ticket. So basically, like she does this whole thing where she sort of creates this mood or whatever. She like does this whole thing, and then she finishes with this one hand pump Shanghai shotgun. And my friend was like, "Oh, I don't believe that's real." He went and did it, and he was like, "Oh, it's real. This girl, Shanghai shotgun." So this video went out a couple of weeks ago, and it's caused a bit of a stir.
You've gone
hasn't it?
viral.
People think it's me.
Oh, did they actually? I haven't even read the comments.
Do you think it's possible?
I'm not. Yeah, I've got a healing story though.
Sorry?
I've got a healing story.
Healing?
Yeah.
Healing
I was in
what?
Bali this time last year.
Sorry,
and-
wait, hang on. What's the relevance with the shotgun?
I don't know.
We all got ADHD. Like, what's going on here? Like,
Got a healing story.
we just stay on one track.
The shotgun story, is that it?
Well, I,
Tell us your healing
The
story.
question that was answered.
it was basically just that I said it on the thing and it sort of people have been not attacking, that's a big word. They've been getting involved.
Hasn't gone down well.
It hasn't gone down too well. No.
What? So did you post a clip talking about it?
It went up on our Instagram. Yeah.
And it did really well.
It's done well. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. The pump is not from soft. It's from it's from a.
It's at the end of a massage.
It's at the end
right?
of a massage. Yeah.
Yeah. So you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
fine.
at
So
the
she's
end
eased you into it for an
Yeah,
hour.
yeah. She's,
Yeah.
yeah.
I imagined. Never mind what I imagined actually.
She
But
basically
I thought it
wound
was.
up the Jack in the Box.
Yeah. Okay.
To the
kinda
point
get it
where
now.
I
it's gonna
thought it was a woman in a sort of pub, and she just like a
pub?
party trick.
Were you there when you filmed the episode?
A
Were you-
pub in
were you in
Shanghai.
the room?
Yeah.
But so it's like.
You've talked about this before,
So
guys.
now it makes more
No,
sense.
but he didn't give the context of that.
Yeah, I didn't get the whole context.
Was it definitely a woman doing it?
Yes, it was a
Not
woman.
a lady boy.
But you were there.
It was not there.
The whole of this story is incredible.
Yeah, we'd like to hear about your healing. I'm sweating, by the way. I think it's because I'm drunk
I'm
again.
so hot in here. But I think it's because I'm wearing 2 jumpers, I think.
Tell us about your healing process.
I just finished filming from Australia. Went to
Yeah.
Bali this time last year.
Yeah.
And my ex-girlfriend, she
Yeah.
was like, we should go on a healing journey. So I was like, yeah, okay. So I got on this bike, drove an hour away from where we were in Bali, and I arrived at this little shack, and I paid her 7 million in Bali.
Okay.
'Cause it's like
So how much is that in real money?
50
Probably
quid.
like, well, I don't know, 150 quid or something. And anyway, go into this room, gives us a massage by one lady, then you go into this other room with this other lady, and lay down, completely naked.
Sorry?
Okay.
Completely naked.
Okay.
And I was like, it must be good. It cost me a fortune. Anyway, laid down and was silent for about 15 minutes while she gradually pushed up and down my body. And then she asked me to turn over and held my head and burped in my face.
What?
And I'm not joking. Burped in, like, fully. And if you know me, I hate anything to do with that.
Bodily
It's like,
functions.
But that I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it.
Was it one of those like Sprite burps as well? You know, the Sprite
God.
challenge.
It was- bro,
Was it
and
like
I-
a gremlin
And I've
coming
never
out?
been so offended in my life. I've never been so upset.
What?
I opened my eyes immediately. I was like, what is going on? And then,
Is that part of the healing process?
And were you healed?
look at me.
Did you get a refund?
No, I didn't. And I felt like it was just the most...
Did you say something?
I couldn't.
You have
Also,
to.
there's a huge language barrier.
Yeah.
And it was just, I just felt so upset. I didn't tell my ex-girlfriend at the time. She went through the same procedure.
Did she
And
get a burp?
She got more than a burp. She got lots of burps. I think the more burps, the
Wait,
better.
but you guys just didn't talk about it afterwards?
Well, we did, yeah, the whole way home. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Whose
that's-
idea was it?
It was her idea.
Okay.
She's like, you.
Do you think that's a?
You
do
need
you
to
think
be
that's a
burped
famous
on.
thing? Is that like the Shanghai shotgun? Is that the Bali burp?
The
That's
barley
like a famous
burp, yeah.
thing.
And it was just, it was also more
That's
the commute to
terrifying.
get there was like an hour and a half on this bike in rainy season in Bali.
That's terrifying.
And it
For
was
a
all,
burp.
the whole thing was terrifying for a burp. And I hate anything burp and I can't say the other one. I can't. I
Yeah,
just-
I'm not
Can't
into
say
that
it.
either.
I'm
say
kind
that.
of with you. I
Can't
don't
say
think.
what?
The F word, I think, is
No,
honestly,
no.
it's worse than cunt.
Yeah,
Cunt.
What? Well, cunt's a lot better, but the
I
words.
see.
I agree with you. I'm not a fan of anything to do with that.
No, just don't talk about it.
Any kind of humor around that.
No,
is-
no. Humour. I think just generally. No, do you know who you Sam Thompson does it to people. He used to come and sort of sit on my lap and do it, and I thought it's quite revolting actually.
Yeah, there's a lot going on
keep
with
that
Sam,
in.
isn't there?
It's no, but
Sam's doing very well, though.
He is doing very well.
He is killing it.
He is doing very
Sam's doing well, Jamie's doing well.
well. Yeah.
You don't like to talk about that, though, do you?
I don't. We can talk about that.
Yeah.
You've created this sort of beef with Jamie that doesn't exist.
No, are you joking? Every time when I bring his name up, you go, for fuck's sake, don't mention
I
him.
feel like I'm watching Maine Chelsea. This is amazing. Scrap season, is it? Come on.
It is. Should we have a scrap? Okay, so next year, to finish, what do we have any big things happening next year that we're going to try and achieve? Or you
Shape.
almost found out you were pregnant on this podcast.
I nearly did.
That's a lot of information.
It was a lot. Imagine me sitting here sweating for the
We
other
had,
hour
we had
later.
a psychic come
and
in,
he
and the
said,
psychic
you're
said, "I think you're pregnant."
And I suddenly was like, I couldn't think for the next hour.
You're like impossible.
Who is it?
Yeah,
Not the way we do it.
impossible. Not up the bum.
Let me message them all.
Sorry.
Next year, so that means you got to start planning it now.
I was about to say
really.
start getting
I don't-
sober again.
Yeah, you've got to start sobering up. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Well, that would be
Private
good.
school fees have now gone up thanks to the
Oh,
budget.
yeah.
Yeah,
You-
big
yeah.
thing in 24. So
That is one thing.
start squirreling away.
That is one thing I think
This is
scares me. I
something
want to
small.
send my kids to the same prep school I went to, and it's a lot.
It's just got 20% more
a lot.
expensive.
It's a lot. And I went round my prep school the other day, and I was like, now it's really high end. No, it's like
Really?
it's really there. I didn't. think.
Why did you go round it the other day?
Um,
You were at the gates trying to get
I
in.
was just gonna let me back in.
Oh,
Give
you
me
were
some
allowed,
sort of
you were allowed
structure.
within 100 meters.
Give me some sort of. I went back because the old headmaster is now the governor. He said, "Do you want to do a walk around?" I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Oh, great. That's fun.
Sweet.
Sam, any big
Now that we've said it
big
three
things?
times.
I think for me, is
Are you
going to
stay single for the year?
Yes, for
Yeah.
me is my one thing is to have balance.
Yeah.
Is to stay in a good routine,
Yeah.
to work hard,
Sow your
keep scaling
plants.
plants,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Nice.
that's it. Balance.
But have you decided to have a period of not being in a relationship? You
I-
said you're a
that's-
big relationship person.
I'm amazing at getting myself in the relationship. I
Yeah.
think being in a relationship, I don't think I'm very good at it.
No.
Great, I can get a girlfriend,
Yeah.
but then keeping the girlfriend.
You said that like I was accusing you of not.
No,
You know,
and then I think-
I can get
yeah.
a girlfriend. Don't worry.
No, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Trust me, like, I'm not. Yeah, I think for me it's like balance working hard and just
Yeah.
having structure. I don't think I've had structure for the last like few years. Yeah,
Enter Bill.
and also to get spend more time in the gym.
Yeah, love that.
Like structure and routine, I
This
think
is
are
it.
like
Yeah.
one of the cornerstones
Yes.
for just progress.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think if you're committed to that,
Mm-hmm.
I think you've already invested in having a trainer. But I think like starting the day off, keeping some level of routine and
Exactly.
structure is really is a positive thing.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. And I think this is amazing, isn't it?
This is good. This feels like we've healed.
I didn't pay for this either. It's
When are we going to
fantastic.
burp on each other?
No one's
how we're
burping
gonna
on me
end.
ever again.
Sean, next year.
I think
can't get any
next
bigger,
year-
bro.
Sorry.
Can't get any bigger.
I'd like to put on some.
Yeah, I want
10
to put on
kilos.
some lean tissue.
I want this whole sofa to myself.
Yeah, I want this next time I come on for this episode next year on
Yeah.
Private Parts. I
Yeah,
want
we'll do
the
this
whole
again
love
next
seat
year.
to myself.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
What have I got planned for next year? I've got a lot going on with work.
Yeah.
So I think there's going to be some really positive things going on there. We're launching an energy drink here in the UK in April. So I think that's going to be super exciting.
Amazing.
And then just try and spend a bit more time with my family and stay healthy, stay happy.
Stay healthy and happy.
Yeah.
That's good. That should be everyone's motto for next year.
What about you, Tom?
I am going to. I'm going to go on tour next year.
Nipping back to Shanghai.
Next year. I'm going to tour Shanghai.
Again.
And then go Bali, yeah.
I'm going to tour all
We've
around.
just added a Bali date.
Yeah.
Bali is on sale Friday. Yeah, I'm going to go on tour, I think, at the end of next year.
I would love to come to one.
Which you would like to come?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys believe in manifesting?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe what would you like to manifest?
Oh, I like
for
that
2025?
question. I like that question.
Because it might not be, because we've talked about what we have planned, right? So like, what would you really like to happen? If you could kind of pick one thing that you could manifest into
Business.
existence in
It's
25.
a good one.
business.
Another sex toy.
Dildos.
Business.
Like a triple prong.
on a serious note, I know you've got the you've got the dildo. Are you going to do the flashlight thing?
No. No, it's not a sex toy company.
You didn't tell me about this.
Mm,
That's
well,
my. You know I'm all
But
over
bollocks, I sent you all those samples.
that. All right, easy. Let's not. That's not for the podcast.
No, we're not going to continue doing sex toys.
Manifesting for me it would be to my business scale, and I think
Yeah. With.
but also to stay happy. I think if you can
Happy.
stay happy and healthy, I think that's
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I'm no guru. I don't know what I'm talking
I
about.
like, this is like having Alex Mitten on the podcast. This is great.
Yeah,
That's
he's on his own healing journey at the
He
moment.
is.
I'm very impressed.
been a
I'm
long
impressed.
journey.
Very impressed.
I'm impressed. So Liv is away for a month. We will be back in 2025. We're going to have some special guests coming in to
A replacement.
to fill in for Liv while she's away, which is exciting. I know who a couple of them are, and they are very exciting. And
Name drop?
Ellen DeGeneres. Ring any bells?
Alex Smith.
Philip Schofield.
Greg
Jamie
Wallace.
Lamb.
Philip Schofield.
Jamie Lang. Greg Wallace. If I say the words MasterChef, it's a little clue there. Other than that, we wish you all a very happy new year. Don't do anything Liv wouldn't do. And we will see you in 2025. Goodbye.
What a day.